know I don't normally talk on my videos, but I figured I wanted to like explain like where I have been. So if you didn't know, I have been working non-stop since early March to be able to finish the preparations for my event, which was Comic-Con, Puerto Rico, and that basically took up all of my time. I was really hoping I had a little extra time to like record, but I was just too hyper focused on finishing everything that I needed to do that I genuinely didn't even like think about recording. Hence why there's like no content except over on my Instagram. As for the event went well, in my opinion. I did basically like 20% more than last year, which is amazing. I do believe it was a combination of one, the guests that they had selected for this year were amazing, considering that they had one of the actors from Stranger Things, and also I made Lumas because of the Mario movie coming out, and since the Mario movie came out literally that same weekend, I basically sold out of it literally like halfway through the day, which it got me a little bit frustrated on myself because I wish I did a lot more, but due to the sizing of my Lumas and my car space limitation, I just couldn't do more. That, and on top of like, you know, I am hand making everything and I want to have, you know, a variety of items to suit different people. And so I was a little bit frustrated on myself that I didn't make more, but aside of that, I'm really happy that they sold. I had a lot of people asking for them throughout the weekend, and I felt so bad that I didn't had them. But as usual, I always like redirected them to my website and gave them my business card, just in case. But yeah, it went really well, and I am really excited for next year. I am going to be wait, I can't I can't do two things at the same time. Next year I'm hoping I can refresh my catalog. Again, as a handmade maker and sewist, I don't have the luxury to, you know, bring many new things as, you know, other artists that, you know, they can like bring like a ton of stickers, keychain, lanyards, sticker sheets, and all of that jazz. I can't afford to, you know, do that because my business priority is of plush items, and these plush items, unlike other artists, I hand make them myself. So that's like one of the downsides of vending as a plush maker, is that, you know, I can't bring new items and as like often as I could. So yeah, so I'm hoping next year I can like refresh my catalog and bring like new items, because it's already been 4 years of me vending. Therefore, I noticed, especially this year, that I had a lot of customers that were returning, and unfortunately they didn't get anything that they were interested in because they already had them. So I'm hoping next year I can refresh my catalog. Therefore, that means I have to start as soon as possible. Um, but yeah, I do have one more event coming in the summer, which is local for me. Therefore, I can save on accommodations and drive gas. So I'm going to take that opportunity to perhaps make new goodies, and also make goodies for my website. I make my original plushies, which are called Button Pals, and they sold out, I think, by Saturday. And so I would like to, expand, and I'm sorry, I feel like I'm like out of breath from talking so much. I'm sorry. But I'm hoping I can like launch a new collection during the summer. For those people that are interested in. Now, I noticed that online sales and convention sales will never be the same. My items, some of my items that I do put online do better at conventions and vice versa. So I just hope it works out. And if it doesn't sell, well, I'll just bring them to the convention next time. So there's like no loss, you know? But yeah. I think that's pretty much it. In terms of like, my convention experience. I do have to update my setup. I feel like each year I try to do a new setup, and it's like less and less what's it called? Like, it's not good. It doesn't get any better. Um so I'm hoping that perhaps next year I can upgrade my setup even more. It's a little tricky because of my items being so bulky and large. It doesn't leave much room other than like my grid walls, which covers up a lot of like my things. So yeah. If I have like anything else to say, I'll put like a voiceover. But for now, I hope this explains of like where I have been. And my convention experience selling at this year's event. This is my 4th year selling. I don't do much events because my main income is online. This is because most events here in Puerto Rico, they're held in the metro area, which it's very expensive for me because I live in the countryside. So I would have to pay for accommodations and for the drive and all of that, on top of like the very expensive booths. like booths here. Like for a booth at a mall, it's over $400, and most of the time it's not worth it because you're not only competing with mostly resellers, but also you are competing with the stores that are already existing. Excuse me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If I have anything else, then I'll just do a little voiceover. For now, enjoy this other half of packaging orders, ASMR, and yeah.
Hello, voiceover Felti here. I feel like I kinda didn't talk as much as I would like to about the convention. Another thing about this year's PRCC is that the community and the local customers, everybody that visited my booth this year, were so incredibly sweet, and it genuinely like made me tear up multiple times in the day from how sweet people are and how people were very respectful over, my craft and my work, compared to previous years. I of course were met with like a lot of people like judging my work, thinking of me as a reseller, and not believing that I quite literally make everything by hand. This year, I feel like there were a lot more people that came to my booth that were very sweet and very understanding and very motivating and gave me a lot of word of encouragement and support, which it really warmed my heart. So I want to give thanks to everybody that were, you know, this sweet. I genuinely like it. It really warmed my heart, and I'm literally about to cry right now. And I am so grateful for everybody. Other than that, I feel like everything went smoothly, and we managed to leave the con lighter than what we came from, which is great. As a reminder, if you guys don't know, like I mentioned previously, I am from the west side. Therefore, I have to not only pay for accommodations, but also I have to do a 2-hour drive. So I unfortunately don't have the luxury as local artists from the metro area to be able to restock the morning before the con. So literally all of the stock that I have to like prepare and make sure that I have enough. This explains why earlier I mentioned that I was frustrated with myself because I didn't make enough. But at the same time, I am aware that I don't know what will pop off, like what will sell more, what item will be popular. Um, Other than that, we got home by Tuesday. I got pretty badly sick, unfortunately, right after the con, so I wasn't able to take advantage of the extra days that we stayed at our stay, to explore the area and do a little shopping, a little treat myself. But I couldn't take that advantage, and I just was forced to rest up, which is why, as of this recording, I have been resting a lot, since it was just like a lot of time of like hard work that I put in. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little voiceover. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys would like to see more voiceover. I know that probably the recording isn't as great as I hope so, but I'm working with what I have right now. So hopefully the next time I do a cheeky little voiceover, um, it's a lot better. So yeah, I will let you now enjoy the rest of the packing video. Okay.